Well, the reckoning is coming to Xbox. Big Daddy Microsoft is planning to gut the division. Microsoft Corp will conduct another round of major layoffs in its Xbox division next week as part of a company-wide reorganization. Managers within Xbox are expecting substantial cuts across the entire group, according to people familiar with the plans who asked to not be identified. They're discussing non-public information. The company declined to comment. And then the last paragraph from Jason Schreier here just talks about all their prior cuts. And if we hop over here to The Verge, we got more information. Tom Warren had previously covered this over on Notepad earlier this month. Reiterates what Bloomberg said. And then adds in the little extra detail that the cuts are expected to hit the sales organization, and they will be getting rid of certain divisions in Xbox distribution across Central Europe, likely a consolidation move. So some operations are going to cease to exist before repeating again all the information about the previous layoffs. At long last, the big reckoning is coming to Xbox, who is now trying to raise prices to $80 to subsidize extremely bad management. With hope, these layoffs will target the people who are mismanaging the division and not the actual talent, but let's be honest. Spit in one hand, wish in another. See which one fills it first. Now, if you watch Clownfish TV, and I recommend checking their channel out, they do some good coverage here and there, Neon often talks about how when companies want to get rid of their problematic employees, they'll do these massive layoffs. So, very realistically, they are getting rid of a lot of the wokies from the Xbox division and probably across Microsoft entirely because the Supreme Court has kind of screwed their entire ESG DEI agenda. Before, you had to show damages in order to sue for discrimination. The lower courts made up a nonsensical standard, said, oh, you have to show damages. Well, then the Supreme Court overturned that. It's like, okay, now the lawsuits can fly, right? Oh, no. You white people, you have to show more evidence than anyone else to a ridiculous standard. And even then, if you do show it, we might just say, nah, you're white, you can't be discriminated against. Oh, the Supreme Court looked at that standard and said, yeah, no, that's illegal. No, unconstitutional. Vetoed it, and it's gone too. So all that DEI hiring, yeah, every person discriminated underneath that can now sue Microsoft and Xbox into oblivion. To get ahead of that, it would be very wise for Microsoft, who has some really good lawyers who are going to be telling them the same thing I'm telling you, because you will hear this every so often, how lawyers are telling companies to avoid DEI, ESG, and how to safeguard themselves in this new regulatory environment, blah, 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 blah. They're going to be telling the executives at Microsoft the same things I am telling you here, except for in more legal terms. I fully expect Obsidian to get gutted, at least at the top of the company. The Outer Worlds 2 looks like a flop. The Avowed was a flop. The management's straight up incompetent. They don't really represent any talent. Obsidian bled talent yet again. It's going to be really wild to see what Xbox looks like after next week. There might be studios that we know today are going to be gone tomorrow. But we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know who you think's getting gone or hope's getting gone. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.